From the cramped dinette table of an RV in Hell's Gate campground down in Lewiston, Idaho, in a shaky camera, where my 6-day solo hill and heat training camp has quickly devolved into me negotiating with my own quadriceps while trying not to bump my head on a cabinet, and while reporting live while recovering from the sheer unadulterated reality check of the Tour of Flanders yesterday as I sit here trying to figure out how I'm going to squeeze 350 watts out of my legs for the Tour de Bloom when I can barely stand up straight in my own mobile kitchen. Let's not forget, however, that I currently boast something better than the billion-dollar Artemis trip can state. I have a working bathroom. This is the Packfiller perspective. Yesterday was the Ronde. We were promised a battle among the giants. And what we got was Tadej Pogačar reminding everyone that he is currently playing a completely different sport. He won his third Tour of Flanders, tying the all-time record by launching a devastating attack on the final ascent of the Haute Quarmont. He dropped Mathieu van der Poel, who had to settle for second, and completely dismantled the rest of the favorites group. There's something deeply humbling about watching Tadej hit a cobbled climb at speeds that would get you a speeding ticket in a school zone. Meanwhile, I'm down here in Lewiston sharing a smooth, freshly paved asphalt and questioning my life choices while my RV sways every time a strong gust of wind hits it. In the women's Tour of Flanders, Demi Vollering finally claimed her first victory in Oudenaarde with an absolutely clinical performance. She attacked 18K to go and left a truly elite chase group completely in the dust. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and Puck Pieterse rounded out the podium, while defending champion Lotte Kopecky can only manage fourth. When Vollering decides it's time to go, the race is effectively over for everyone else. The youth tax hits the Basque Country today, kicked off the Itzulia Basque Country with a brutal opening time trial in Bilbao. Everyone expected the heavy hitters to dominate. Instead, a 19-year-old French prodigy, Paul Sextus, took over the stage win in the first leader's jersey. Every time I say his last name, I just want to go, hee. He didn't just win, he beat Primož Roglič, Isaac Del Toro, and Juan Ayuso. I swear the World Tour Peloton is turning into a high school track meet. If you have a mortgage, you're officially too old to win a time trial. Wout's waiting game continues. Back at Flanders, the hype train for Wout van Aert derailed once again. He finished fourth, over 2 minutes down on Pogačar. Remco Evenepoel grabbed third on his debut, but for Wout, the pressure cooker is now officially whistling. Next weekend at Paris-Roubaix, Wout isn't just racing for a cobblestone trophy, he's racing to prevent the entire nation of Belgium from plunging into an existential crisis. And finally tonight, since I'm isolated down here at the Forge, let's look at the segment that has been staring me in the face all week. It is time for the Strava segment of the week. Today's segment is the legendary Old Spiral Highway climb. Distance 8 miles, elevation 2,000 feet, corners 64. Joy, fleeting. This is the ultimate test of patience. You climb, you hit a switchback, you think you're making progress, and then you look up and realize you still have 4 miles of asphalt baking in the afternoon heat. Shout out to the local legend who currently holds the KOM here. Your name is Albert, and averaging 16 miles an hour up an 8-mile staircase is deeply offensive to those of us just trying to maintain a respectable power-to-weight ratio without hallucinating. I was out there today, riding it twice, fighting for the good fight on the giant TCR, trying to keep the watts high and the heart rate manageable so I can actually hit 195 pounds and survive Wenatchee next month. Also, rim brakes on the descent, just fine. To celebrate tonight belongs to a very strictly protected singular 1.5 ounces of bourbon and this. Ride safe, stretch your hip flexors, and don't forget to upload. Good night.